Hi, Kim. This is Tom Godfrey from the Utah League of Cities and Towns. Is Betsy available? Betsy, this is Tom Godfrey calling. Hi, I am fine. You have a winner this year, Betsy. He won third prize, which means he'll get $50 and the school will receive $500. Okay, have a good day. Bye. She's so ecstatic.
This year, you have somebody in here that won first place. So I'd like to have Principal Harris come up here. Because of that, he's going to receive a check today for $1,000. Thank you. Awesome. Thank you.
And I'm really honored today to think that we have a winner here in Farron, and that this student likes Farron as much as I do.
I'm here to present a $1,000 check to the Gunnison Middle School and a $100 check to Kate Sorensen.
Tyler, will you come forward, and if you'll stand by me?
And we have, I think it's an extremely special award for Julia Selman.
Well, I was kind of excited because I didn't really think mine was going to win.
It was about into paragraph 2 that I recognized that it was Will's paper, and it was exciting.
We don't just live next to each other, we support and care for each other. It's a community where everyone is welcome and anyone can be happy. It's a place where I know that I'm cared about. When I was writing the paper, I kind of took some time really digging into like what actually does make my community perfect. That also helped me personally to kind of discover what else is in my neighborhood that I, sort of take for granted that maybe other people don't have, and I should just appreciate it more. There's no place I would rather live than in my neighborhood. Each resident contributes to making it the perfect community. Everything in the neighborhood, whether it's the deer in the backyard or warm summer days, is just the way I want it to be. My neighborhood is there for me all throughout the day.
I'm getting teary. I'm proud. Seeing him go up and receiving those is really a moment I think I will remember, and I hope he remembers. We are just very proud of you, Will, and we know you worked really hard this year, so very emotional and very proud.
Whoa, I won!
Pretty cool. Did you know it right away?
Yes, when she started reading the first paragraph.
I like my community because of the beautiful nature, my loving family, and the community activities. I like to wake up in the morning thinking it's going to be a wonderful day and everything is going to go well. I love it when my mom makes breakfast, all the delicious tasting pancakes.
All the flowers have their own beauty, and even the rocks. Joe's Valley, Millsite, Wrigley, Goblin Valley also has so much beauty. It's nice just to sit on a rock and enjoy nature in every way.
I'm so happy for that the people all around the world come here to see our lakes and mountains because they have so much beauty.
Second, I like my community because of my loving family. My family gives me lots of other things children don't have, so that makes me very grateful for all the clothes and other items I have. My loving family can be a light, guiding me through the hard times and the good times. I'm so grateful for my family because there are hundreds and thousands of kids out there that don't have families when they really need someone to love them and watch over them. So when I grow up, I'm going to make a huge building where anyone can come and get a room and live there. That's why I'm thankful for my loving family.
She's always been a really loving child, but it's just amazing to see someone her age think about those things in such a serious way and want to do something about it.
Oh, I was so surprised. I was sure that it wasn't going to be me. And it was.
Tyler gets a check for $75. Congratulations, Tyler.
were to open your eyes for the first time in East Mill Creek, all you would hear is the blast of crickets chirping in your ears. My neighborhood is nestled right against the Rocky Mountains, so it's the last neighborhood to have the sun's rays rest upon it. Well, I always liked the views. They are so pretty, I love them. It never gets old looking at it. Skunks, squirrels, and chipmunks reveal themselves from time to time to the people who live in my neighborhood. Sometimes this is a blessing, for we get to see other creatures besides the usual amount of sparrows and robins. But also this can be a curse, because the smell they bring when they are spooked smells worse than rotten eggs.
Congratulations, Julia. Here is your part. And this is a cash award, and I don't know what she's going to do with it. Save it for when she goes to college or buy sheep or whatever Selmans do with things. Okay?
I've been raised up here, and when I go to work with my dad, it just makes it so special. I work on a farm, and so I ride horses, do sheep, herd cows. Would you like an awesome little town to live in? I think the best place would be Tremont, Utah. My city has a little something extra called the Box Elder County Fair, or the Golden Spike Rodeo. This celebration is an extremely big deal in my town. Something unique in Tremont is we have the steepest mountains in the entire world. Not the tallest like Mount Everest, the steepest. I get to go up there all the time, but I guess I've never been to the top.
Yeah, it's amazing to see life through a child's eyes, you know, and I think we will go to the top of the Wellsvilles now.
You might think it's an old washed down town, but I think it's a great place to live. You could say it's a redneck town, but I love it. I love Tremont so much I could just hug it.
I'm pretty lucky to have my little girl win the award from, you know, from all the potential candidates. There's a lot of great kids in this school, and we have excellent teachers. Well, I read the essay, and we laughed about it and how cute it was, you know.
How redneck it was.
Along the highway leading to Mayfield from Gunnison, almost looking as though they were placed in the middle of nowhere, are a couple of houses. Mostly made out of brick and standing at a distance apart from each other, they stand out from the many fields which surround them.
I'm not surprised. She's always been a writer. She's loved to read and to make up stories. She's always made up stories and drawn a lot of pictures and been well read.
We play in the cool waters of the canal until our mom calls. One of my favorite parts of the canal, though, is that there are crawdads in it. I take my fishing net and start searching for any kind of small oval hole next to a rock or along the sides. If I do, I turn over the rock and hope to find a surprised lobster-like green-brown body. Out where I live, it can be pretty quiet, so quiet that you can hear both spooky and interesting sounds. At night, I like to lie awake and listen. As the cars go by on the neighboring highway, they make a ghostly whooshing sound. During the day, sounds are always happening. Sometimes I walk around my house just listening. Cows mooing and calling from the dairy across all the fields, leaving leaves rustling in the breeze. The canal's water running, insects buzzing, the whirring machines of workers. There is never any silence. I love my country community. I wouldn't want to live anywhere else except where I am now. When I grow up and have a family of my own, I would want to choose a place just like my old home to live in, because I know what a great place it would be to grow up.
It's probably not going to be me.
In 1820, a very respectable woman was born.
I'm like, that's me.
How did you feel?
Really surprised.
There she comes. There comes Callie. There she comes.
What do you think of your sister getting this award?
I remember reading it and thinking it was really cute, and I just told her, I'd give you first place, Callie.
There's nothing better than watching a baby bird hatch and grow, or watching a garden burst into bloom. It gives me pleasure to stroll across the street and look for ducks in the pond, or maybe swans or geese.
She's got a gift. She's a really good creative mind.
I see our family in her. I know it might sound funny, but we've got a lot of animal lovers, and certainly a great love of personal freedom. So I see that right off the bat, how she can correlate humans being part of the world and longing for freedom and beauty. She's an avid reader, so I'm not surprised that she's able to use verse to express herself. And I'm glad she's got that gift, because I think being able to express oneself is so important in life.
Deer can be seen bending over the hills in the blink of an eye on mysterious trips. If you are lucky, you may see a doe and her baby, free to go as they please, free.
everything craves it. My community has freedom, and that is the best thing about it.
Their sense of community is so unusual. Some talk about their neighborhood, some talk about their whole city, some talk about living in a farm area and what you do on the farm, you know, and all this kind of stuff. And it depends upon where the kids come from. So it's really fun to see their perspective.